Hey guys, and welcome back to the October episode of Watch Out. I'm your host, Drew Pizzulo, and I'm here with my friend Charlie. Charlie, welcome to the show. First time for him on this show. And today we are actually finally going to do the episode I had promised you for the past couple months. We're finally able to get our schedules coordinated. So we wanted to bring you the specific watch that he brought today, which is none other than the RADO True High-Tech Ceramic Watch. Now this one is a unique model of the True brand. Now this is the True model that we've been talking about. Okay, now what this currently is this is all ceramic and tungsten. Okay, but it's mostly ceramic throughout the entire watch. And what's unique about this piece is indeed the color, as you can see. Okay, so what RADO did here was a little bit different on this model. Let me give you the actual model type of this sucker. So the reference number, the SKU model of this number is R27107742. Okay, so you would have to look that up online and you will find this model for RADO. Now Charlie, tell me the first thing that caught your eye about this piece and why you like it so much when you saw it.
You pointed it out to me.
I did.
I remember I think I was driving home on the train one day, and all of a sudden I get either that or somewhere, and all of a sudden I get a Facebook message, and you point that out to me, and I'm like, that's a pretty cool watch. That face color was what's got it. That red, that dark red, it's beautiful. You can see it's darker on the outside, and it kind of fades over on the inside. And also the little, I guess, what do you call it? Like a heart that they have in the top there?
Yes, and this is the point that I want to, it's a good intro into this piece, because what we do have here is called the open heart mechanism. It's an open heartbeat, which means you can see the beat of the watch. It's going back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, they got a good view of that. Okay, so what they got here is the actual heartbeat of it going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. With an automatic movement, normally you don't see this in watches because it's covered up.
Right.
Like in my Anima, okay, the actual heartbeat is covered up. Here's the RADO Anima, which is right next to it, okay? And then you can see this is more of a greenish color for the Anima, but even though this is like a skeletonized movement with the date that is showing, you can't see the heartbeat as you can with the True version of this model. Okay, so the RADO True is a very, very nice. This one's actually called the True Secret model, and what really makes it unique and really cool is, number one, you do have the diamond indices that indicate on the hours, which is really nice. It gives it a nice little classy feel to it. But it also has the true aspect of the open heartbeat. And I think this is what, when you were telling me you wanted a watch with a red dial, first of all, there aren't a lot of brands that have red dials to begin with.
They're a little rare. They're getting more popular, but they're...
You have your Omegas, you have a Breitling.
Right.
I think I had sent you maybe Oris has a couple. I did send you an Oris. But then I saw the True Secret model of this RADO, this particular model of RADO, and I said, this just came out, and it does fade. If you do look at the actual dial, okay, like Concord, which I had showed you this past year, this has a similar dial effect, where it goes from red on the inside to black on the edges, where the hours are.
Like a real dark purple almost.
Correct. Yeah. So it does give you a different look, and like the RADO Anima that I have, okay, what Charlie did notice right off the bat was how light it was. Speak about how it feels on your wrist overall.
Well, you can really barely feel it. It's definitely like my Oris isn't even a big watch, but that's steel, and you can feel it. It's nice. It's not a good feeling or a bad feeling. It's just that compared to the Oris, it feels like the weight's so much lighter. It's even less than the Concord. With that composite band, it's like you almost can't even feel it. It's how many ounces is that?
Yeah, it's extremely light, and what really makes it, what really separates RADO from everybody else in terms of how it feels is the ceramic. Remember, ceramic there's not one scratch on this watch.
It's very smooth.
Because of the high, it's a smooth feeling. It's not going to pull any hair out from your arm.
That's right.
And because not only does it have the open heart movement on the front, it also has a skeleton back.
Right, yeah,
okay, so you can see the actual movement. It's got a sticker on here right now, but if you took that sticker off, you would see the open heart movement on the back and how the rest of the skeleton movement works on the back. So it really, really sets it apart. Oh yeah, you can. But again, same thing with the RADO Anima, okay? That, again, is more of a closed movement in the back, but it doesn't have the same type of open heart movement that you get with the True Secret, okay?
You should probably pull that sticker off and you show it to them. Why not?
Yeah.
If that sticker doesn't need to be there, I mean, I just left it on.
Now, talk to them a little bit about what you paid for it in terms of price point.
This watch was $2,139.
Now, the retail price on this sucker, they do list for $2,300. So there is the skeleton back on this movement, which is absolutely gorgeous. So he got it at a slight discount of about $150, which is about right when you go to the secondary websites.
I think it was watchshopping.com. We do watch shopping.
One of the a lot of the times you're going to get it on the secondary site from WatchMax, or you'll get it from Joma Shop. Those are usually the ones that's where you got yours with Joma Shop, and that's usually where you'll find them on the secondary site. But an occasional, they don't have them because these are actually pretty rare. This is not the True Secret is not a model you see a lot of, and it is not a model that you do see. One thing that does miss from this watch is the date.
Yeah, that's not
there is no date like the Anima has. That's what's unique about the Anima. It's a skeleton watch with a date, which normally you don't have because you don't have room to put it. So it doesn't have a date, but it has the open heart and it has the diamond effect to it. And the other unique thing about this watch, as opposed to other RADOs, especially in the ceramic field, is the power reserve. Okay, let's talk about that for a quick second. It has a movement that has an 80-hour power reserve. 80 hours.
Because I've never seen that thing stop.
No, and there's a reason why. Because it has an 80-hour power reserve. Okay,
yeah.
That also factors into the price point of this watch. This is a higher price point than a lot of other RADO models that aren't limited edition because of the actual power reserve of it. Most watches have power reserve anywhere between 36 hours and 60 hours. Would be the average. I think the Anima is around 60. That's about the high end of normal. But the True Secret goes 80. So if you map that out in how many days? 24, 48, 72. So you're like almost 3.5 days worth. Okay, so you can go literally half a week with this sucker, not wearing it, and you're fine. You don't have to rewind it. You don't have to do a damn thing. You don't have to shake it up or anything. It's running on hand movement, guys. It's not something that runs on a battery. So when you're looking at this piece with an 80-hour power reserve, that really factors into the price of why it is the price point it is.
It's funny, the three watches I have, this one, the Oris, and the Concord, I wear one every day. Like I switch them off. Like one day the Oris, one day the Concord, then this one. This thing never stops.
Never stops.
Like, so it's always like a minimum of 48 hours in between when I have to wear it, and I never have to touch it. It just keeps going. I'm like, wow, that's a long time.
And it's not shocking.
The Concord sometimes stops.
Absolutely.
Sometimes my Oris does too, because I don't always wind them fully. But not that that's a bad thing. You just shake it up and wind it goes. But this thing's never. Now that you mention it,
there's a reason why.
It's never stopped.
And that's what makes it so unique. Outside of the ceramic, which makes it unscratchable. It's also a 40 millimeter size. Okay, so it has a 40 millimeter case size, which is about normal for men's watches. Anywhere between 38 and 42 is the standard size today. And they also 5 ATM. Okay, so you can go in the pool with this sucker, you go in the shower with it, you're not going to have any problems. Which is something that RADO isn't known for on most of their models. They are 3 ATM. So another upgrade on this watch, not only the 80 power reserve time frame, but you also have the 5 ATM water resistance, so you can take this sucker underwater and not worry about a damn thing. So all these nice little features, which I'm sure that Charlie wasn't even aware of all of them until I pointed it out to him.
Not quite as many,
Because you naturally get gravitated towards the look of the watch.
Yeah, I looked at it and thought that was really nice. I mean, I remember I did look at it when you showed me the link, and and I went down like you got your spec sheet there about all the things, but I haven't looked back at it. So it's like if you ask me the specs on it, I'd be like, well, I don't know. You know, I just bought it because it looked cool.
Yeah.
And it feels nice, and it doesn't have a date. That's the only one thing I wish it did have, but.
And after this episode, just say this is even cooler than I thought it was, based on the water resistance and based on the power reserve. That would explain why it never stops.
Exactly.
So keep in mind, guys, this is a great piece to own. If you can get it anywhere between $1,800 and $2,100, brand new, you're doing a good job. That would be really nice. Maybe on a Christmas sale, you can get those on flash sales, on a holiday sale, Christmas sale, leftover. You'll be able to get those, but it's a really nice piece. It does hold its value because it is not a standard model. The true model is a standard model of the true secret is the one with the open heart, and that's what really distinguishes this from a lot of other RADO models. So again, guys, thanks for joining us today. We just wanted to go over the true secret model that he got in to show you guys, and it's great, by the way. One more second. This is great for Christmas. Okay, in terms of great Christmas present, great Christmas colors.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Anything green or red really pops on that Christmas holiday. I bet he'll be wearing this for Christmas Eve Mass or Christmas or holidays, New Year's. This is a great holiday piece based on its colors because it's so unique. And I know Charlie likes a variety of different colors. You're not really going to catch him wearing a black or white watch anytime soon. He loves the colors. So, based on all that, guys, again, thanks for joining us today. Send your feedback with any comments you have in regards to future episodes. Next month, okay, we're going to be hitting the watch show. 2-year hiatus from this thing due to COVID. It's back. Okay, back in New York City next at the end of October. We do plan to be going down with a nice little small group. Of course, we'll have the normal stuff that we've been doing on It's About Time in previous years. We'll be going to all the watch dealers that are there, every brand. We'll be interviewing people. We'll be getting the scoop on what's the latest in the industry, and we will bring you the NYC Watch Show to watch out our first version of this. Like I said, I used to do it on It's About Time with my former partner, but now it's time for a new chapter for this to begin with the NYC Watch Show. I'm sure Charlie, if he's able to, he'll be joining us for that. He's going to be wild. You'll be trying on $1 million watches. You'll be shitting a brick. So anyway, it's great. I love when people shit bricks on the show. It's fantastic. But thanks, guys, for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode of Watch Out.